song. So 20 million churches, arms waving in the air. And a seething prostitute said she once had a kill. And all the little children that danced in the grass. Inside the nation, that would be the last. There ain't gonna be no kings, no more water setting sail. When the hills run like rats from the ship. Woke up this morning, head out west. Put a sight in your eyes and a kiss. Don't know how you feel, but with the moon falling down, I'd like to spend the rest of my life in your room. Ain't your pumpkin pie? It's Halloween outside, you got some in your eye. Better cut across the room. Smile at me, ignore all my woes. And a bathroom stall. You are the best of them all. Talk about romance movie and the ones that I might love. I lied about all the world that I told your friend. You're still my mind. That train never left. And everything I needed is gonna go away. And everything I wanted will never stay. It's like a Halloween costume that comes to town. Every good thing must come to an end.
Hey, what's going on? Chris Bushman back with another stream. It's been a hot minute again, but we are here. And today we're going to check out some of the Odyssey 2. This is something I recently sort of got put together with mods and things. Something I've wanted to do for a while, and now I've been able to mess around with some games I have right now. I need a break. So, time to play some games, and we're going to check out some Odyssey 2 stuff. Mostly homebrew, though there is some non-homebrew here, too. There'll be more coming down the pipe, but as of right now, this is kind of what we got. So this is what we're going to kind of do. Starting with Happy Bird. And I'm going to need to, like, pull things closer and closer. Kind of like that-ish. Yeah, well, I have to move the mic, I think. Something like that. I think I got hit a button here. Which one is it? Wrong controller. There we go. But yeah, so at least with the Odyssey 2, what I have set up here, this is using an RGB mod. So I got nice, pure signal coming from the Odyssey 2, which is kind of cool. And it makes it, it gives me a couple of options here. So this RGB mod runs through a SCART cable, which then I have it set up to my current home setup of like SCART switch, then adapt that to component for the TV, and then for HDMI for streaming. But it gives me a couple options here. One, it allows me to easily plug this into my current setup, of course. Two, I don't have to mess with RF at all. So no weird signal stuff, no bad cabling, no question marks about RF modulation, just pure old Odyssey 2. And finally, it gives me some options for modern displays if I want to do some of the board game stuff with the Odyssey 2. Because, well, I think that's a really big, charming part of this. And you can play some of the board games single player, but, I mean, that kind of stuff's really meant to be played with people. So the fact that I can make the console a bit more accessible just from a display standpoint, if I bring it out to the public, or at least to friends' places or something, you know, that's a big boon. So I don't think it takes much motivation or reasoning to see why one would mod the audio video situation for the Odyssey 2. I guess some folks would talk about how there would be some sawtoothing happening with what they would use for RGB mods. I don't know if this particular one displays that or not. I'm honestly just not what would you say? I don't have quite the eye or looking at that much detail of what I'm playing to see if that's happening or not. And part of it too, I don't care that much about that pristine of an image right now because I'm coming from like what would have been a really not great RF signal to a CRT or capture to now at least have something that's relatively modern and easier to deal with. I think the image is a little blue on capture though, so I may have to adjust that here. Let's double check that. Yeah, I almost think like that looks a little more accurate to what the TV is showing. It's like a little less purple, maybe a little less saturated. I don't know. Certainly let me know what you think about the color there. So you're saying a buddy of yours is now getting into modern dreamcasting, huh? What's that all about? What are they doing? This bird wants to be happy. Clothes look good to you? All right. Yeah, it's always kind of hard because partly there's a bit of a... The SCART cable I'm using to go to the SCART to HDMI converter isn't super great. Ah. Oh, I see. It's like, tell me your ways of the Dreamcast. You're like, let me tell you what's good. You got Raspberry Pi on you? You got yourself a USB modem? Well. Hey, maybe your buddy's a few steps away from getting a PSO group together. We'll just do something like that. Get back in the game, but PSO. But yeah, also, I've been very surprised at how usable these controllers have been. So, as you know, with your Odyssey 2, there's a plastic circuit board used with conductive paths on it for all the contacts and such. Apparently, the earlier run Odyssey 2s that had removable controllers, they actually had little pieces of metal and contacts for the controllers. Oh, excellent. Here's RePi setup, interest in SCART solutions. Oh. Yo, we should play PSO together, I'm telling you. 3 people PSO is a pretty good time online, okay? I am down to clown for that. And we'll PSO it up. No, I don't have broadband. So, or at least a broadband adapter, so I'll be kind of the slow kid in the group. But, look. That would be a good time. Okay? I hear you. Had to bring back the phone screen for chats. Now, I might dive into, I think Quest for the Rings has a single-player variant, so we could dive into that a little bit, too, tonight here. Though I'd be tempted to then, like, point the camera towards the board or something. I don't know yet. That might be a little more setup. And that's also something that'd be a little more fun with multiple people. But at least look at some of the dual stick options. That'd be kind of cool. Like Robot Ron. That's a dual stick game I got. And it kind of works okay. The joysticks here, while I said that they work better than I thought they would, they're not great. All things considered. Like, I think the sticks don't center back very well with the spring that it has in them. And I can't help but think that there's a little bit of unevenness with the actual contact on the conductive paths in the controllers. So you kind of end up with a situation where it's just uneven to use the sticks at times. That's partly what motivated me to pick up some arcade parts, to be like, I want to make my own controller here so I can at least have like a definitive, I'm on my own playing Odyssey 2 stuff controller, and I have zero questions about the usability of it. It's going to be all nice micro switches and everything, and, you know, you can't complain about that. And then I don't have to, like, try my hand at modding one of these or something. I can just make my own, work with that. I still got to figure out what kind of shell I want to use, though. Part of me was thinking about using maybe a, what you call it? I have some, like, basically it's the wood pedal base for this chair here that I could use as scrap to make, like, a platform or something for the joystick. Because I really don't use the pedal setup on this chair. It just, there are better driving sim setups than this chair I'd rather do, and I'd rather kind of keep this as just a gaming chair as it is. So I wouldn't mind tearing that apart and using it for something better, like a possible joystick base. I mean, you're not wrong. That's Mark II is basically do a dual joystick or a twin stick controller for the O2, and maybe find some joysticks that have the fire button built into the joystick itself, so it's just you grab both and you go to town. Call it done. Because again, like, these just don't, I like the idea, but these just don't work very well as twin sticks. They really don't. And I don't think there's many games that actually use both sticks like that, but arcade, like, I think it cost me $25 for a joystick and a button. So, you know, I get a deal on some parts and do that. Like, why not? Make something cool, a nice accessory for the O2, and just straight up replace these controllers. And I got a couple spares in the garage too from the other O2 I had. So I got spare parts, things I can open up and at least measure out as needed or whatever. If I really want to go the route, which this would be a despicable thing to do, but tear apart one of the enclosures to put arcade parts in, though I honestly wouldn't do that, because tearing apart OG product like that, like, there's no reason to do that, especially when you can buy a plastic box and shove stuff in it. Like, that's not hard to do. The Horeo 2. Alright, so let's go ahead and let's do something else here. We've done some Happy Bird. That's not really representative of things. Let's check out Moto Crash. As I dropped my controller on the ground too, which was really slick of me. 1, 2, 3, or 4 for the particular track you want to play. We're gonna do track 1. And I think I just use the stick for everything in this. So do track 1. Oh. Accelerate. Wait, also, Moto Crash is not forgiving. Yeah, see, it looks a little dark on the capture still. I could probably lighten this up a little bit on the capture. So some cool things about Moto Crash, besides it crashing. You'll notice this little night effect. Basically, this is their way of having, like, you're at night using headlights, so visibility is limited. I didn't keep crashing into freaking bikes. I think I get into like a morning time. Ah, 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 ah. That's not unlike Turbo on a ColecoVision in this sense. That's fun, and, you know, kind of like, I think probably the best way to describe most Odyssey 2 games. It's a fun little game of the era of like the Atari 2600 and all that. Ah, 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 ah. Ah. So obviously going full speed is basically impossible to navigate. But I found so far, like, my enjoyment with the Odyssey 2 has been very casual. Dang. Especially where it's like, if I just need something simple to unwind with, this offers like a good, simple offering. Just something that, you know, of the same sort of complexity as like a decent mobile game sort of thing. You know, it might be fun if I kept track of my own high scores in that regard. Just give myself something to sort of shoot for, sort of thing. You know, these games are all about high scores, right? And also playing with other folks. Yeah, laid back arcade experience for sure. And like, you know, I think if I had other folks around who were interested in just sort of jamming out with some of these, you know, get some beer and pretzels together sort of thing, I think there could be a reasonable amount of enjoyment had. The board games might be a little tough, mostly because I think the time spent on the board games. So like, what is it? Like the stock market game I got, that thing looks like it would last at least an hour from what the timing looks like. You can quit whenever you want, but the sort of the total time for cycles for everything is like an hour or so, maybe more than that. And, you know, that's a lot of time to do stock trading. Now they have like other things that are more complex with it, but that's kind of the basic gist. How do I start again? Do I have to go to the computer and start it again? Mm-hmm. Time, achievement set champion, da 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 da. But are you gonna make me reset? That the deal. Oh, Space did it. Okay. Yeah, and again, I think it's helped having a laid-back experience where like you can enjoy the most of what the graphics have to offer. I certainly think it was worth doing the video mod on this just for that alone. I could probably get RF running decently on this, but the fact I don't have to worry about that, and you know, I can kind of just, we're not gonna go that fast. It's just kind of nice, even if it's just basic shapes. I don't think the mod I got was that expensive either. I can't remember where I got it from. I don't think it was eBay. But I couldn't find any other posts about it, like nowadays. I think there were like a few varieties of said mod, like RGB mods for the Odyssey 2. There are quite a few like composite mods and such too. I don't think it is. There's some pretty simple dip chips on there. I have to see if I can. I think I took a picture of it. I could probably send it your way to show you what it looks like. It's a pretty small board. I mean, there's some passives on there. I think there's like 2 or 3 ICs on there. Probably the big heartbreak for me right now is something like, I can't play something like football on my own. Like, I actually really like the little football implementation they have on the console, but it requires 2 players. Just straight up. Like, I'm excited for computer golf. You know, something that's like a nice little single-player sports experience. Get some simple holes, and I believe it plays a lot like Atari Golf, which I'm down for. There we go. We got nice speed going. Little nighttime driving. And there's 4 tracks in this too, believe it or not. So you either select one of the 4 tracks, or you can select a random track, which I think is pretty cool. So yeah, you get a little bit of variety with this little homebrew title here. We can beat our high score. Come on, we're almost there. Yeah, we got it. Easy peasy. Easy peasy. Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy. Nice. Yeah, let's see if I can send you that picture here. I took one recently, so that's why I can at least think about it on hand. That's the board right there. So the board itself, as you see, it's a bunch of passives. You can change what sort of sync you're doing. I mean, it's nothing super complicated, all things considered. You have one ribbon that goes to the motherboard, one ribbon that goes to the, I think it's like a 9-pin DIN in the back that you use for the SCART cable. That's it. That is it. So anyway, that's a Moto Crash. Boop boop. Good game. Good homebrew. No, it is not solderless. You do have to solder wires onto the board. I can show you a picture of that too. So this ends up being on the backside of the motherboard. So if you just take the bottom off of the Odyssey 2, you get right to it. This particular IC, you put the majority of the wires on. That's going to be for your 5-volt, your ground, sync, and a number of your other video signals. And then off to the side, I think, is where you pull audio from. But it's all, you're all on one chip besides like the audio wire you run. It's pretty darn easy to do. It's pretty painless, honestly. Yeah. I see. How about a muck? Insert cartridge. Something colors. Press the action button to start. Hold fire, hold the action button, and then point the joystick at the direction you want to fire. You fire up, down, left, right, and diagonal. This is basically a kind of a port sort of thing of Berserk. Do you tell me which button to press to start? I'll just press the action button to start. Whoop. Excuse me. Other one? Okay. Other one. One advantage to making my own controllers as well, I can make longer cords. There's a smiley. Time to go. Bam. Let's get it. There's bonuses if you kill all the bad guys. And just like Berserk, if they hit a wall or they hit their own fireball thing, they will die. I think as you go into rooms, they get more aggressive. The smiley face comes out really fast, though, as you can see. Oh, cool, man. Yeah, I can't remember if you have a muck or not. Gotta run. Basically you hold action, then you press the joystick to fire. And it's 8 directions. Holy crap, that smiley face came out, like, really fast. Oh my gosh. Cool, man. Not cool. Boo. Don't have a muck. Oh, man. It's pretty cool, dude. Do I have to press spacebar to restart? Do I have to do something else to restart? Are you gonna make me press restart? There are 12 mazes in all. Each time you clear a maze, it gets a little more difficult. Oh, there's 12 mazes in all. It's pretty good. Much enjoyed. Can I press enter? Clear. Fire. Fire. Not yet. Computer intro is coming in. So I will have computer intro, just not yet. I always like Berserk. Frenzy's pretty cool too. Got greedy and slow. Greedy and slow don't work. Yeah, the next few days, lots of fun Odyssey 2 stuff should be coming in, including the voice. That should be coming in real soon. I would love to figure out a good solution to pipe the audio for the voice into the stream as well. Might be a matter of having an audio out cable go to this microphone here, then mix it in my capture here, which could very well be done. So I'm assuming the audio out is just like a regular speaker, like 2-wire speaker. Nothing super crazy. So like getting the post-processed audio out of the voice probably wouldn't be super tough. Get out of my way. I run. I run, I run, I run. Get out of my way. No. Oh, you went down too much. Damn it, damn it, damn it. Oh, it went through all the feet. That's cool. That's cool, dude. Let's keep doing that. I might have to just die. I'll just die. That's good. We'll just die. That's good. That's good. That's great. Oh, gosh. Yeah, controllers with longer cables would be super duper. Can't wait to make that. Because just my particular setup, you know, all the video wires and everything, they're far away from me. Those are made for, like, modern setups, not this. So, yeah. I can't just have the Odyssey 2 sit right next to me right now. That would require... I think it's actually the video cable now. That's a limitation for me with that. Which I'd be interesting. Like, I have a couple extension SCART cables. I use them for other things, but... Bam! Give him the slip! This is a hard one. I'm just gonna get out. Or I'll just die. That's cool too. We'll just keep on dying. Let's keep on doing that. Die. Yep, that's great. Good. Good! I'm trying to, like... Game over? Game over now? Yep, we are. Sure are. That's good. Great. Great. Alright. Uh-huh. Alright, Robot Ron. This uses a double joystick setup, which I actually have something for this. I have this little doodad. It doesn't fit very well on the controllers. It's actually a little tight around them. I actually already technically broke this trying to get it off. But it does allow you to kind of mount the controllers together for a dual stick setup. So that's kind of neat, kind of cool. Let's see how we have to do this. Background. Press the action button on the right joystick to move Robot Brawn of that controller, or you may press action button on the left. Okay, so I basically pick which one I want to use for movement. Or keep this as simple as possible for this setup. And see, like, I see it kind of keeps on firing in some direction sometimes. So I think it's, like, still reading input from a joystick sometimes. But, I mean, it makes it to be a usable dual stick setup. It's not as rapid fire as, say, a Robotron, though, which, you know, that's probably a limitation with what we got with this console here, so I can't expect, like, lightning fast stuff. But, I mean, hey. Get him. Get him. Get Boo. Robot Ron, yo. But you have a big boy controller now. That's what I got. I got big boy controller. Dual twin stick action on the Odyssey 2. Pew 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 pew. Boo. I've also found myself using the joystick, like handling the sticks on this, similar to I would with any other joystick, just have my thumb on top. I thought I'd be doing more of a grip thing, but I really don't. Now, probably part of that is the size. Like, you know, the tops of... Oh, robot wrecked. You're hilarious. Thanks. Now, part of that's probably because, like, you know, the actual little tops of the sticks are pretty small. And the base of the sticks aren't very big either. It's not like the Atari joystick, where it's just this huge honking thing. Oh! Oh, lucky me, lucky me! We get scores. High scores. Wave 4, let's go. I do wish there were like more enemies on screen at once. Maybe they get there eventually. I don't know. Maybe there's a... I don't think there's a sprite limit. I don't think it'd be like that. Yeah, it just feels doable. I think most folks I've seen, like, when they play the Odyssey 2 end up holding it like that too. Like, you're not going to be pinching the tops or anything. Oh, God. Oh, I saw a video earlier today. I guess one of the early projects at Atari for the 7800 was to have a Laserdisc add-on. It's kind of the era where they were looking at Laserdisc games in the arcade. Yeah. And so the idea would be like, oh, we do this as a way of porting some of those arcade titles over. It'd be a little more durable than having it in the arcade, because in the arcade those Laserdisc players just wear out, but in the home it's gonna be like basically an electronic appliance like anything else they might have in the home. So, and just not gonna see as much wear. But then partly it was kind of like in the heyday of the game crash, Atari changed owners, at least the consumer division did, and there's cost cutting, so that was one of the projects that got cut. I keep missing the red guy. He's worth points. Mother. That was mean. That red guy's tough. Yeah, like I know there's I think Freedom Fighters uses 2 sticks for, like, one of them you use as like a hyperdrive sort of thing, and the other one you move around. So, like, there are other games that kind of do this, but I don't think the way, like, Robot Ron does. which is unfortunate. So I think this is actually a really usable, really doable, usable way of having these controllers. And I'd love to see like even more frantic games with this, even as far as like maybe more of a speed of like a Robotron. Cause like this has a little bit, but like, you know, projectiles go pretty slow, which is fine. I mean, like, it's plenty challenge right now for me as it is with just one enemy on the screen that they just kind of pop over and, you know, cheaply kill you with garbage. Yeah, you have like a Geometry Wars-esque frantic gameplay. That'd be kind of cool if it could be done. So we don't know what the limitations are for the console. Like how they spawn them right where I'm at. That's cool. Just keep doing. Yeah, I'm gonna get you. Yeah. What? Yeah. What? Get out of here. You rando shapes. Yeah. Spider-looking thing. Because you basically are like the centipede spider. That's what you are. Like, I'm just gonna move around weirdly and then just get you. Hey, we broke 100. Cool. Wave 7. No, we're done. And we died. That's cool. Does it say how many stages there are on this? Does it? I don't think it says how many stages there are. Yeah, I don't think it does, but that's fine. That's cool. Those, what are they called? They're called zoomers. So the blue ones are called chasers. The red ones are zoomers. They have bouncers, which are the green ones, and then the yellow ones are wanderers. They are. Yeah, those red ones are mean. Oh yeah, and then for Robot Ron, they use like a 2600 like cart for the game, so no handle. It's 3D printed, so I mean at least it's something that can be repeated. Excuse me. That has like residue as if it was like super glued together or something, but I mean it's a cartridge that's put together, so hey, that's saying something. That's Robot Ron. Oh, what else? Oh, we do have some first-party stuff like Freedom Fighters. Which Freedom Fighters is just... It's a good game. Let's see here. Press 1. Okay. Got it. Understood. Yep. Ah! Keep on pulling the freaking console. Gotta shoot the things and run into the purple things for points. Fat, sick points. Let's see how this hyperdrive works. Interesting. So that allows you to scroll around the screen. I didn't know that. Interesting. Interesting. I think I actually prefer the hyperdrive because it allows me to scroll. So it's like you have more careful aiming on the left side. And then you turn it into basically you go from asteroids to defender. That's what it feels like. Interesting. I mean, this controller setup is not good for this game. Like, just even doing this coupled thing. The cords are short, and it doesn't feel very intuitive to use the sticks like this. This would be where, if I make my super duper dual joystick, this would be a game to use it for. 100%. I want to hold both sticks. Yeah, screw, we're just going full defender. Let's get it. Let's get used to it. Let's get it. Oh god, are there wireless Odyssey 2 controllers? Are there actually wireless Odyssey 2 controllers? I mean, I guess if you adapted the, got the adapter for the 2600, you could do that, for sure. You heard it here first. There's wireless controllers. Sam says it. Oh, I can't turn around that easy? Ah. Yeah, exactly. That would be a way of getting wireless controllers in the Odyssey 2. Right, the purple. Oh. We want frantic. Don't know how. I don't think I can really turn around when I'm doing super hyperspace, though. That's the problem. If I could, I'd be like, okay, I'm not even using the left stick now. We're just going right stick hyperspace all the time. Fire with the left, and now we're playing a real game. See, even like pressing up, it thinks I'm going a little bit to the right, I think. Or maybe that's just what happens when you go up, it just goes forward. Maybe that's what's happening. Give me my controller back. Give me my... Let's get back to basics. I want my hyperspace, believe me. I really do, but the grips don't facilitate it right now, man. It's interesting, though, to think of it like a little brother mode sort of thing, like the manual sort of suggests. it's like player 2 controls the hyperdrive. I mean, certainly right now, I'd be like, let's get some hyperdrive going. This is going to be a mess. At least we tied our score. We beat our score. Good. We did it. Defending the Earth, one pixel at a time. Fight force, freedom fighters, fighting force, freedom fire force. As trash as these controllers are, the fact that it works this well is stupid. Just dumb stupid. Son, 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 dang it. Son. Let's go. Just get it. Damn it. Biscuit, damn. Oh yeah, when you show me your pictures of your games, I'm glad to see you're able to get a box for Turtles. I recall a while back that you did not have a box for your copy of Turtles. So, yay. Get some biscuit. Doesn't help when you miss. You don't get to put in high scores when you miss. Dang it, Purple, don't run away from me. Yeah. I really want to play Killer Bees, though. Like, I was watching some footage of that. I'm like, that looks like a really cool game. Oh, dang. Let's miss all of the enemies. That's a good idea. Do that some more. God. Let's just keep missing. What am I doing? Playing Pool of Radiance? Get us. Dang it. Biscuits? Oh no, it doesn't work. That's no good. Well, I guess one benefit to today's age, it looks like a lot of the Odyssey 2 games are backed up on archive.org. So, I don't know, is the EEPROM, or is the ROM chip that's using these cards something to where you can have a replacement of something that's writable? Like, is that possible? I mean, at the very least, it seems like it's pretty reasonable to make your own, like, carts. As long as you got a board to put it in. Just because I've seen a lot of people talk about projects where they have, like, large ROM chips and they just use them as multi-carts. And they just use dip switches to control what address goes to what. I'm sure there's software solutions for that too, but a lot of the like instructable things I saw were more physical dip switch solutions, which is cool. Oh, true. Effort is key. Freedom Fighters. That's Freedom Fighters. We know Freedom Fighters. We love Freedom Fighters. It's the good stuff. It's what plants crave. And kudos to the box art. Kudos. I do have Death Race here, but the problem is Death Race is really a two-player game. So I'm like... Oh, man. You sold me on the Odyssey, too. Now we got football. Yay, football! A game I really wish I had a second player for. So there are some different plays you can do. Looks like there's a punt play you can do. There's a field goal play you can do. Like, it's pretty feature-rich for the type of simple game it is. Oh, man. Playing games with people, that sounds cool. Go, go, go. What a pass. Touchdown. Everyone selects play. Hike. Sacked. Hike. I wonder if they got safeties in this. Oh, I don't think I get to score a safety. Too bad. So basically, if I run to my own guy... Oh, dang. So use the directionals you can do for passing. You get some choices in plays. It's based on direction. So we're going to do 2. Should be a shorter slant. Yep. Dance all day. Dance all day. You can't catch me. Dance all day. Football. And then in terms of defense, let's go with play 2. Which I think dictates how the bottom guy follows the receiver there. So if I do defense 5, and computer does defense 5, that should be like a really long run. Yeah, kind of like that, I think. What a pass. Touchdown. If only, Sam. But that's football. Pretty simple. I find it to be a fairly effective football game for what it is. You got a little bit of play selection. All that. Just wish there was some computer controlled aspect to it, because then I'd probably play it a lot more. Box art's cool. Hey. Well, I guess we can finally then look at Casey Munchkin Redux. So this is a kind of hack of OG Casey Munchkin to just change up the mazes, basically. I never really played much of Casey Munchkin, so it doesn't matter a whole lot to me what's new and what's old. I'll say Casey Munchkin's been fun from when I played it. Oh, great. Glad the pill likes to run away. Casey Munchkin Redux. It's kind of the same but different. Oh, he was... Mm-hmm. Sure. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yep. No, this is not Crazy Chase. Or Escape. Oh, if I had Escape. Which apparently just ain't. You know, like the state of Odyssey 2 homebrew, where it's like, I hope you did it the one time, because you ain't getting it again. Yeah, it looked like Good Deal Games had a copy of it at one point, but then when I went to try to claim it, they're like, oh, actually it's sold, sorry. So they didn't actually mark it as sold when they sold it. I'm like, okay, that's fine. Oh, I'm gonna do this now. Got him. All right. And apparently some of the mazes in this are also invisible. That's a thing. Great. I love when the pill runs away from me too. That's cool, man. Just do that some more. Got him. Oh, dang it. Trying to give the old slip. There we go. Got them all. Nom, nom, nom. Glad you're right on top of me. Got him. Give me them pellets. Nom 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 nom. Getting greedy. Got greedy. Oh, I had you. Oh, Dad. It's Doc. Oh, I just did. I gotta reach for the keyboard. That's the problem. And this particular Odyssey 2 was also an untested unit, so felt kind of fortunate that I was like, you know, I'll just take a chance on finding another untested unit and see if that will work better for me. Oh, crap. No. I eat the not trademarked ghosts. It's the specters. Is that... Stay away from me. No. Don't you want to play? Is this the invisible one? No. A slightly different maze. So you see, they changed up some mazes here. Keep it fresh. Play Peasant Pac-Man here and just grab pellets. Oh, it should be illegal. Paku. Sorry, munchkin. Ah! Ugh. I'm gonna eat some non-trademark ghosts. No. Finally, Pac-Man at home. Yo, there's like this, I don't know if it's Chinese or it's Korean origin, but it's like a really crappy animated ripoff of basically Power Rangers, but with like poorly troped like little cat alien-like creatures that are the creatures. They turn into giant humanoid rangers when they turn into rangers, so they look human. Oh, I should have gotten that one, dang it. Get you at least. But then they have like little dinosaur Zords and all that, and they have their little Megazord-ish stuff. They have monsters that grow from an evil person sitting somewhere else. They throw little purple orbs to make the monsters grow instead of like Rita Repulsa's stuff. It's really crappy. Kirk loves it, of course. But it is just hot junk. But it is, we have Power Rangers at home. We have anime Power Rangers at home, which you might think, but, you know, Super Sentai Rangers or whatever, that's, you know, that's just Japan, so, you know, it's not far off. Like, yeah, this is like not that, this is worse. Super Sentai at least is kind of cool and like makes sense. Oh, I've already watched every episode. We've already binged the whole thing off of, I think it was on Netflix. No worries about that. We watched it all, like 59 episodes. And it's something. Got them all. There's also some Pokemon Series I on Netflix. Some new stuff that they've done for Netflix exclusive. And so I think they've tried to go for more of a woke approach to some of the characters. So like Ash has a male friend that he makes during his adventures, but they are like thirsty for each other, like almost Slash-esque like infatuation going on. I'm like, hey, y'all are thirsty for each other. You're gonna be catching them all, Lord. You know, they kind of, after pushing a Snorlax to try to get them to, like, move or something, just, like, look at each other's eyes and just get lost for a moment. I'm like, oh, man, look, y'all gonna be getting each other's, like, Pokedexes, alright? God dang. Yes, there's been some Transformers watched. None of the Generation 1 stuff we've done. I think I told you about Beast Wars before. There's a very kid-centric one on... Is it on Amazon Prime? No, I think that's on Netflix also. That's like rescue vehicle themed. Called Rescue Bots. Which sometimes has an Optimus Prime or a Bumblebee show up. Then there's another one that's like, I think it's like a more teen-centric series. It's about like these wars happening on Cybertron. It's like a whole trilogy of this show series. And it gets pretty dark. Like, I try to watch it, like, hey, Kirk, we can try this. And it's like, Megatron's just you know, tell me if you heard this one before. Megatron captures a bunch of robots, or like he's convinced to by Shockwave to basically rip their souls out and make a huge battery, try to save Cybertron, which is like this desolate wasteland. So, I mean, it carries some similarities to what you saw in Beast Machines, but it's not quite that, because like Megatron's almost more sympathetic, where he's trying to be this leader, and he's like thinking like he's doing what he has to do to save his people, sort of thing, rather than just being like an egomaniac who wants to rule everything. And so it gets into some complexities of like, were the Autobots responsible for like whether they were trying to do the good thing or not, end up dooming Cybertron. So now like Megatron's having to do the hard decisions to make things, hopefully some sort of chance for everyone to survive. They get to start that stuff. Oh yeah, that's right. You do have season 1 on DVD, don't you? Yeah. Maybe. I think Kirk would definitely have some enjoyment out of it. There's no doubt about that. He's certainly a kid. He likes his vehicles. The transforming stuff is certainly a big fascinating thing to him and a really cool thing. We'll see. Now, part of me also was trying to find as many modern shows for him as I can, just to make sure I don't like fall in a trap of him watching a bunch of old stuff Dad used to watch. If it's convenient, like with Beast Wars, he was literally asking for like transforming dinosaurs and animals as machines. I'm like, that's Beast Wars. We can get you Beast Wars watching here. And Tubi actually has all the seasons on streaming with commercials. So I'm like, watch Beast Wars for free? Okay. And they got Beast Machines there too. So I'm like, hey man, if you want to get sad feeling, you can get some Beast Machines too. Which, looking back, certainly Beast Machines was dark when I was watching it before, back in its heyday, but I certainly appreciate it a lot more now, especially what they were kind of doing with some fairly kind of complex feeling plots and stuff, honestly. Oh, I thought I had you. I thought I had you. Damn. Oh well. So I definitely might rewatch Beast Machines at some point just to revisit it. We'll see. But Beast Wars is kind of a challenge to watch, mostly because it's much more kid-centric. There's a lot of repetition. A lot of episodes are like, let's hide behind some rocks, talk about everyone's trying to get in the base, and you'll pew 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 a bunch, and you will get a headache from it. Guaranteed. Come on. Don't you want the munchkin? Don't you want the munchkin? Oh, that's a dead end. That's a dead end. Get some munchkin. Get some munchkin. Get some munchkin. Try going for it. Oh well. But yeah, that's Casey Munchkin Redux, brah. New mazes, some of them go invisible. It's good stuff. Good stuff. I don't think it came with a manual though. I think it's just what's on the case. As far as I remember, I don't think it came with a manual. And again, we got Death Race, but you know what Death Race is. I don't think we need to revisit that. Yeah, so Odyssey 2. There'll be more to play later. That's what we got right now. It's good stuff. Yeah. So I think I might call it now and probably play some more over the weekend. Maybe wait for the voice to come in and do some stuff with the voice. But there'll be more Odyssey 2 content for sure. Anyway, thanks for watching. Good hanging out at least a little bit, playing some games again. It's been probably all month I was able to since I've been able to sit down and just play something for an extended period of time. And I have to do it more often, I think, as we have some things calm down around the house. I can have a little more availability to do that. So anyway, take her easy and have a good night. Bye.